Yo,
Yo,
you.
what's popping?
What's poppin', Bishop?
I think I gotta do. I gotta find a fade out. A fade. I like playing different beats every time we do the countdown. Different beats. That one was kind of
Yo,
fire.
we gotta be careful because when you try to body me with the Tupac song at the end, they flagged the shit out of us.
Did
I had to
they?
cut that joint. Yeah, I had to cut that joint out.
Wow. Wow.
You know what
We
I'm
got.
saying?
Well, you know what? Serves you right. Don't serve me right. It serves you right for that flagrant foul on the play. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I
Cost
do not,
cost
bro.
us
I
the
do
chance.
not, fam. I do not. I'm looking right in the camera. I do not know what you are talking about. The file was lost. It's over. Is it dead? I don't know. We lost a couple files last week.
Couple of things got chopped up and thrown away.
I
It's been
know.
yo again, man. We keep saying we're gonna add more content, and then the battle rap wave of the week just keeps flooding over. It's like
Right.
so much going on. How you been? What was your week like?
Um, Man, you know I've been working out, right? Losing
No,
these pounds. I'm getting right for the camera. You know what I'm saying? So I just been hitting. I've been hitting the gym. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
okay.
mean? Yo, mad crazy. So unlike you more active on social media than I am. But I guess this show right here marks the spot of us both being way more active, right?
Yeah.
Bro, so I was going through the old files and seeing what I had. Bro, I did a whole skit with Tiffany Haddish that I forgot about and I didn't even know.
What?
Yeah. It's my friend, shout out to my girl Kanisha. She's a comedian. And she basically, we were talking and she was just like on me, like, yo, you gotta post more, you gotta post more. And she's like, matter of fact, the first skit you ever did was Tiffany Haddish. And I was like, what? I went back and watched it. I ain't watched that shit in a minute. And there she was standing right next to me. She was just skinny as hell. I didn't put two and two together and realize that that was her. You know
Well,
what
where's
I'm
this
saying?
footage? You should send it to me. We'll play it right now.
Oh my God. You want to? Nah, hell no. Hell no. We're not playing it on here. Nah, it's embarrassing. But I will say this I got
Can
to
we
put
at
it up
least
on
get a
social media.
screenshot? Can we get a picture of this so we can
Nope.
enjoy
Nope.
this?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
so
I'm
it's
gonna
not.
drop. I'm gonna drop it either tonight or tomorrow
Oh,
with
okay,
with an explanation, and then I'm pretty sure you and everybody else gonna steal it and put it up. And say,
absolutely.
yo, look at the red clown ass.
Well, for everybody that doesn't know, we both are here courtesy of Rap Grid. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Shout out to Rap Grid, youtube.com, where you are right now. But
Right.
we also have our own pages. Mine is youtube.com/Bishop Brigante. All of my socials are Bishop Brigante. And
Hmm.
direct, tell them yours.
It's just direct DRECT everywhere, and my YouTube channel is Direct Williams. After this, so you guys will see a drop tomorrow. Me and Gaddis is heading to LA for the Drake card,
Okay.
but I'm starting to bring back my ultimate predictions. And even though me and Bishop already did our prediction on here, I'm bringing back the ultimate predictions for the Drake card. And speaking of the Drake card, Bishop, is there any last minute predictions or anything that we didn't say on the first? Patrice O'Neal, son, hold on, man, my man. Listen, man, son. Yo, dog, you should. I've been in the gym, boy. Look, he don't look like this. You heard? But anywho,
Wow.
um, my man put it on the screen, asshole. You know what I mean? But you got any last minute predictions for the Drake card? Anything that we didn't say that episode that we
Hold on.
covered?
Is this a okay? This kind of just like flew past my desk, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this is accurate because I didn't see,
Right?
I didn't find anything. But was there added battles that are happening at Chris Brown's house, or am I an idiot? And
What? Chris Brown's house? What the hell did you see this?
this is a joke. Like this is what I saw, that there was two battles added, and they're happening at Chris Brown's house. Either I'm a complete idiot, or I'm giving you exclusive information.
Dog, you might be giving me exclusive information. You might want to drop this.
I
As
heard Canelo's gonna smoke Plant. Yo, it was. I heard it was Fonz versus somebody, um,
I like Fonz is fire. I like him.
well, hold on. This got to be a joke then, because if you don't know about it, like
Where the hell did you see this?
on Twitter, hold on, Chris Brown event. This is where I found it.
Canelo versus Plant. Usually I be up on my boxing, but I'm not familiar with Plant. Bishop probably knows more about plant than I.
I wonder if this is a joke. Chris Brown's having a battle rap event in his mansion. It's so dope. Chess versus Charlie Clips. Is this a joke? Chess
When is
versus Charlie
this? The same weekend?
and Lou Castro versus Fonz. Yes, the night before.
And who tweeted that?
All things battle rap. Let's see if it was a joke. I didn't read any of the things. Best part will be dropping on YouTube. Whatever. Yep. Yeah. This is definitely what it's supposed to be. Okay, so what? Can you get Lou Castro on the line right now? Let's get him on the show. And let's talk to him about battling at Chris Brown's house.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, I'm gonna tweet him right now.
So you didn't hear about it?
Hell no, I didn't hear about this.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever in battle rap history, unless it's really cool information, Bishop Brigante has taken the title away from Drect. He is on the canvas, he is out of his mind. He is hurt. The referees and the doctors.
I'm really looking this up right now, son. Hold on.
See, look, Black
Yo,
Compass.
what's Lou Castro's Twitter?
I don't know, something about video game bars or something like that.
No, that's Lou Cipher.
Sorry. I don't know.
Oh, it's Why Not Castro. Duh.
Yes, that's what it is. I'm saying I don't know, and I do know.
We have to get him on the line before we go any further.
Okay, so call him. Because that's what's going on. Quick, you got 5 seconds. What is your best Chris Brown name drop, room rocker, direct go? What is it? You're in the middle of your second round. You got to name drop Chris Brown. Go.
Well, the first thing that came to mind was, I'll dance on a nigga and beat a bitch like Chris Brown. Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
I'll dance on this nigga
We're getting flagged.
and beat a bitch. Chris Brown. Yeah, I don't know anything about Chris Brown house. I don't know anything about Drake house. I don't know anything. I know Chris Brown's house is fire. I seen pictures of his house. His house looked like an art museum, like a modern art museum. That would be fire to have a battle in there. But I don't know.
Where all the cops were around it.
But Bishop, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
So, speaking of secret battles, Easy the Block Captain says that his battle with DNA got canceled because it was leaked by a blogger, and now they didn't want to do it anymore because it was supposed to be a surprise.
Wow.
Do you feel like they put that much weight on bloggers leaking stuff or no?
Well, I mean, a surprise is a surprise, right? You ruin a surprise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but is it? Do you think that's unfair to the battlers to just cancel that bag that they would have got to be able to do that? Like Easy got canceled all over the place on this joint. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I feel like it's gotten to a point where maybe Easy better just not worry about a battle this weekend. Just chill out because he's been.
But I respect Easy's grind because he's ready to go whenever.
Yeah, I think that whoever ruined that, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's only if it's a surprise, like I don't know what that did for whatever blogger that exposed it, but what did that do for you? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you got the news, you know what I mean? But there's just some things you can hold on to, especially when, you know, it's something that cool. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on.
This is the era that we're in, though. Everybody want to be the first to break something, and that's why we always talk about journalistic integrity on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't do it, but at the same time, I wouldn't think it would get canceled for dropping. So maybe there's some other shit behind the scenes that we don't know. But I see people saying, "Oh, nobody wanted to see DNA and Easy." I want to see it. I like Easy's approach.
Listen, one thing's for sure, two things for certain is that I love seeing DNA battle, bro. He knows, especially in like, listen, DNA is not only is he just incredible as a battle rapper when he's prepared, when he's not prepared, he's freestyling, kicking ass, but he's also pretty good at like being like the guy that can pander to a situation too, right?
Right.
Like he knows how to name drop in the right times. He knows how to pander. He knows who's here. He knows, what's going on. I feel like if there was a surprise battle that was going to happen, he was probably going to give us the best freestyle moments, where he's going to pander to what's going on.
Right.
I'm saying pander, but mostly that word is used in a way that's not positive. But I'm saying in a positive way. I think DNA,
As a play into the crowd.
right? I think he's really good at reading the room and utilizing what's happening in that room to make room rocker moments. And I would have loved to see that. I would have loved to see DNA on this card. It didn't even just have to be Easy the Black Captain. I know Easy the Black Captain is doing great. He's having all these great moments, and everybody loves him right now, and that's awesome. That's amazing. I think that either him or DNA on the card wouldn't have hurt anybody. I think it would have been great.
Right. So also, I want to talk about Wyclef. Right.
Oh yeah, he's
So
making his rounds.
Yeah.
His rounds.
So Wyclef, he responded to a battler that called him out and dropped some bars. Then my verse jumped in it, dropped some bars on him, and he responded. Like, do we want to see Wyclef in a battle, or do we just appreciate the fact that he's an OG and he's paying attention?
So can I give my inside scoop, my inside edition?
Go ahead, go ahead, Mister. I was the signed rapper gambling man.
You know what? This might have to be a Brigante rant.
All right, go ahead.
I might have to jump right into a Brigante.
You gonna rant on Wyclef, sir?
I got to tell you the story.
Okay.
Here we go. What up, organized culture? Bishop Brigante here. Wyclef, the legendary frontman of the Fugees. So I'm gonna take you back a little bit. I battled Jin. Second time, smoked his boots. Next day, literally the next day, had a flight to New York City. The next night, I had a meeting, and linked up with Wyclef. Walked into the studio. I got an old picture. I'll even send it to you. Put it in the edit. Walked in the studio. Wyclef was in there, and he was battling a producer from the Rough Riders. They were freestyling. The vibe was crazy. I stood there at the door watching this at the entrance to the studio room. Wyclef was cooking. There was another rapper there from City High. I believe his name was Ryan from City High. He was there trying to battle Wyclef. They were teaming up on Wyclef. Wyclef was cooking. Bars, punchlines, delivery, everything was crazy. He was cooking. They were all freestyling. I jumped on Clef's side. Everybody just was barring out. Wyclef is here for the smoke. Wyclef is here for the culture. It's been this way for a very long time. I don't even remember what year I battled Jin, but it was a long time ago. I believe it was 2001, 2002. We're in 2021. It's been that long since Wyclef has been infatuated and loved this battle rap culture from time. That's why he was back in cannabis. You know what I'm saying? He's a part of it. He loves it. And I firsthand was mind blown when I saw Wyclef in the studio battling the guy from City Eye and one of the producers from Rough Rider. And it was nuts. And I came in there and I freestyled. Then we watched the video of me cooking gin. He said I smoked them. It was great. Whatever. Listen to a bunch of music. Wyclef is about this culture. So if you or anybody out there is saying this is not the guy for that, whatever, you're bugging. Because I believe wholeheartedly that he loves it, he studies it, he loves all the battlers, and if he ever decided to jump into the ring, he would get busy. End of rant. Where's my brother at? Your microphone's muted. Your microphone's muted.
My bad. So, I was trying to respect your rant with no background noise and shit. You want to hear no air conditioner in the background of your shit. Wyclef, much respect to one of the gods of hip hop. I have a funny Wyclef story, but it's not a rant. It's not a rant. You the rant. You Kevin Durant right now. You know
What do you think of my story?
Nah, that was fire. So you jumped in the joint with Wyclef?
Yeah, right in the
You
studio.
defending his honor in the name of the Fugees and shit?
What I say? I was like,
Not the what I say. That rapper, like, yo, what I
okay,
said.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yo, 10 years ago, I was right. Yo, what I said.
Nah, but it was something about the bar that I jumped in with was the rhyme with whoop 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 cannabis. You was quick to abandon ship like cannabis. Like that's where I remember that bar because that made everybody go, "Yo, this kid's here."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So my story is kind of funny. When after he battled Disaster, I
Mm-hmm.
had a call from Sadek, who's Wyclef's brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yo, Direct, Wyclef wants to talk to you real quick." So he puts Wyclef on the phone. "Yo, Direct, what's popping, my brother? We chopping it up. We just talking." He like, "Yo, you can throw Disaster on the phone." So we all get on the phone, and as soon as the Disaster gets on the phone, it's like, "Yo, Disaster, yo, Wyclef." Everybody's making noise, everybody's laughing, going crazy, and I just hear, "Someone please call 911. Cannabis just got shot down, and I feel it in my soul." And I'm like, "Yo, Wyclef just sang that." So we're going crazy. Everybody's laughing. We talked for like a half hour. Everybody hung up. So, bro, for like 10 years, it hasn't been 10 years. What's it been, like 6, 7 years since Cannabis and Disaster battle?
I don't remember.
Something like that. It's been some
It
years.
was a while ago, yeah.
So this whole time, I'm like, yo, I can't believe Wyclef fucking sang the 911 Cannabis remix on the phone. You know what I'm saying? That's like an all-time moment. And yeah, so I'm talking to Disaster about it one day. He goes, "Hold on. You thought that was Wyclef that did that?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Bro, that was me." I'm like, bro. I'm like, why is Disaster the impersonation king, bro?
Bro, so Wyclef
It
didn't call.
sounded just like Wyclef. I thought it was Wyclef for like 7 years, but it was Disaster singing that shit on the phone. And I'm like, yo, Wyclef is crazy, but it was Diz the whole time.
Yo, so Wyclef never called you.
No. It was Diz that sang it. I
Oh,
thought Wyclef sang that. And I'm like, yo, how the fuck do you sing like Wyclef, bro? But that shit was always crazy to me. That shit was funny as hell. But
I wonder how
Wyclef was cool as
wonder
hell.
like how do you even start that?
I don't know. He just busted out with the shit. So now, much respect to Wyclef. You think he would eat like that?
Yo,
He would
okay,
kill
so
somebody?
listen, if you put somebody, I think that if he got into a situation where it was like Vado and Saigon environment,
So
Wyclef,
you think he would beat both Vado and Saigon?
yes,
I think as someone who watches battle rap all the time and has been studying it for years and has always been involved, Wyclef would know the format of what to say.
yes,
So
yes.
even if you thought someone was a better rapper than him, a better battle rapper than him, I think he could beat people just by being knowledgeable of the sport.
Right.
But do I think he could come in and smoke Av? No.
No,
You know
no,
what I'm
no.
saying? No.
Remember, these are considered like carnival fights. You know what I mean? Like
So
it's
who would be the best matchup for Wyclef?
uh
Somebody that knows enough about battle rap that you could see it happening.
um hmm.
Who would people be like, "Oh shit, I would actually want to see this"?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I don't know.
That's actually making me think of another question that I want to ask you. But
Go ahead.
uh,
Let's get it.
but why has French Montana never pulled around the block, busted a U-turn, and pulled up on the block on battle rap?
I feel like he's too big of an artist to risk his whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I'm not even saying like even just a battle rap, but like even on a level of like, you know what I mean, pulling up, talking that shit, whatever. I feel like would anybody go crazy for a Meek Mill versus French Montana rap battle?
I think French would win.
Why?
Because Meek doesn't have the he doesn't have like the regular format of battle rapper. He has the rhythm and flow and the Philly cadence. You know what I'm saying? But he
Okay.
doesn't structure his
Well,
shit like when he went against Drake, you saw that he doesn't really structure his shit the way battle rappers do.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but French Montana is funny because if I never saw him battle in Fight Club, I wouldn't think he could battle. But he battled one of the best dudes in Fight Club of that generation, Scar Child. Remember Scar Child?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was on Who Won a Battle too. Um, with this nigga face, Scar man. I have your bitch swinging on my dick like Tarzan. You know me, I play the low, quiet because they got niggas like him. Homos, why? I remember
So
that.
why every time you rap,
Elevators was the only time you ever played corners.
every
Outside.
no matter what, every time you rap,
Yeah.
you do this Cameron thing, eh? You have no choice.
No, that's when I'm like impersonating somebody else. I do it.
Right, right,
I
right.
don't do that when I rap. You know what I'm saying? The Cameron thing, it's gonna stick with me forever. I dropped a freestyle like 2 years ago and people were like, yo, he sounded like the new Cameron. Whatever. That impersonation was the best worst thing I ever did. People still
Okay.
walk up to me to this day, yo, rap like Cameron.
Yo, you pick somebody to battle Wyclef
I don't know.
and
Like
fix that chord. Just go ahead.
again?
It's quietly under there. There you go. Better.
Um Lupe Fiasco.
So what are we talking about today? We got a bunch of stuff's going on over here right now.
Do we want to explain that or no?
Nah. So
All right.
do you think that Wyclef could beat any battle rapper though? I think it would be really entertaining to see him battle Sharon. I saw him giving praises to Sharon on Wildin' Out. Well, that's what the caption said.
I just don't know lyrically how deep somebody from some of these generations can get. Like Wyclef is from even though he pays attention to new generations and he's always been a part of like putting people on and obviously he pays attention to what's going on. I think that I don't know. I feel like the level of writing in battle rap is so layered. I don't know if he would just be like, throw surface level jabs. I think he could get reaction and it would be dope. But as far as like he would have to battle somebody who's not super duper layered and more of an entertaining person.
So do you have anybody in mind in battle rap that you think could be good
Oh my God.
to battle that would complement it? Not somebody that would wash him, but somebody that would complement his,
What's funny? I think that he would wash Wyclef, but I think it would be so fucking funny is Mack Myron.
well,
Mack Myron and Wyclef, yo.
exactly what I was thinking in my head.
No, Mack Myron would be saying the funniest shit you could ever imagine
Right.
to Wyclef. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Mack
I
Myron
feel
versus
like
Wyclef. Set that up.
I feel like Wyclef would definitely have some bars, some funny shit to say.
I don't think Wyclef would win, but I think it would be hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My man Brandon said O-Red. Nah, I think O-Red would go too hard.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't.
O-Red.
I don't even think that would be good.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't think that would be entertaining. Shout out to my brother once again. Shall we see you? Salute. He said he want one of the ends buckets.
Oh, done.
All
Done.
right.
Where we at? So
I feel like we was okay. So we covered Wyclef. All right, let me ask you this. Since we just started talking about this,
right.
Who do you think is the most underrated battle rapper? They could be long tenured, or they could be somebody new that aren't paying attention to like that. I don't mean like rookie of the year. I mean like who is just criminally underrated.
Sis Jones.
Why you say that?
Because I think that
you said that fast too, bro.
I think his personality has superseded him in a way that he not necessarily meant to go, but I think a couple of things have put him in a place where it's either you mess with him or you just don't. And I don't think anybody has like super valid reasons to treat him the way they do, the way they talk about him online. I think that Serious Jones does have some moments, and there are people that probably don't like him for personal reasons or whatever. But if I'm just talking about criminally underrated, this is a guy I've seen in competitive environments with
Mhm.
legends, and he's considered a legend himself. But I've seen him in situations where, on paper, he's supposed to get destroyed, and in the ring, it's either really debatable or he wins. So when I see him in situations like we did in the last event with the URL, you know, I feel, we talked about it. If he went back to his old style, whatever, he would shine even more. However, I also think that what he does is still pretty fucking dope. It's pretty dope. And I think that his personality has superseded him in a way that I don't think he necessarily has control of, other than maybe rebranding or something. I don't know. But I think he's criminally underrated because he's actually pretty dope.
I feel the same way about Serious Jones, but like when I give battlers advice or they come to me and ask me, like here's one of the biggest things to me, right? Sometimes it's not about what you do in the battle, it's about what you do outside the battle, right? So for instance, when Jones lost to Rum Nitty, like he really felt that. You know what I mean? And he was mad about it. And the way he went about it after everybody didn't take to it. Like some people were just like, oh, I don't like him. He's a poor sport. The same way, like when athletes play sports and they be like, "Oh, I'm the best." Like remember when Richard Sherman did the Michael Crabtree shit, and he was like, "I'm the best," and
Right.
everybody was like, "Oh, that was distasteful. That was fucked up." But then at the end of the day, they started saying he was the best. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fine line to walk because as the actual on-camera personality, I understand what it's like to not want to be humble, but at the same time, it has its benefits. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
closed mouth don't get fed sometimes, man.
right. You know what I mean? And he probably got rebooked and rebooked because of the fallout of that. Because there's some people did think Serious Jones won that. I thought it was close. I don't really remember. I might have edged it to Rum Nitty.
But see, on paper, that's not supposed to be close at all. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like a guy that is, on paper versus Pat Stay. It's not supposed to be close.
Right.
On paper against Sharon, it's not supposed to be close, man. Like but he fights. He fights. He
Mhm.
makes things happen. And you know what? I think he's guilty of wearing his heart in his sleeve.
I will say this though, Serious
Battle rap
Jones.
is the only place that sucks, where you can't actually
Right.
say exactly how you feel without people calling you an emo fucking weirdo. Battle rap's the only place you can do that. When
Let me ask
everyone's emo.
let me ask you this. I think Serious Jones, Thesaurus, Immaculate, Marvin Quest, um, and Iron Solomon. Has anyone adjusted over multiple eras of battle rap better than them?
No.
And because I'm saying they were around a long time before, but some of their peers from those Fight Club, from those Scribble Jam eras, would be completely lost in today's battle rap world.
Right.
I mean, those are some of the most long tenured battlers that can still do it today. So salute to them.
And
You know
Hollow,
what I mean?
Hollow and DNA as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, DNA came during grind time, so Fight Club was a little bit before then. But Hollow, even though Hollow was battling for a long time, and I get, yeah, you could put Hollow in this category because 106, even though he came on like the tail end of well, no, he was there around 2005, and he did. Yo, I want to see this footage. Executive Nick, Fight Club, y'all would never release it, but remember Johnny Cash,
Yeah.
aka Ghetto Ghost.
Yes.
I'll knock your head off your shoulders like the singular sign on that classic street battle with Nemesis from
Mhm.
Dots. Um him and Hollow, from what I heard, had like the craziest Fight Club battle ever. You know what I'm saying? I would love to, and because it was like the battle of the 106 and Park champions.
Mm.
And I heard from both of them that it was crazy, but we will never see the light of day, isn't it? Yo, here's something else to talk about, right? If you manage to hop on camera during a certain period in time, you were considered a battle rap legend. And from hearing these stories from Ice and T-Rex and everyone in Harlem and people just around New York, it's like some people really put in work, but they didn't get the memo that people were battling online or on DVDs till it was too late. Like, who are some people that you think would have been legends had their footage been released, or had they just hopped on camera at the right time?
I don't know. Me.
Yeah, you actually would fall into that category.
Yeah. Me.
Because when you were at your most active, they weren't filming it like that.
Exactly.
I feel like you, Organic, were putting in work in Canada.
I was a lot earlier than Organic.
Right.
Organic battled at events that I was throwing. Like, so by the time I had already beaten everybody in the world.
Right.
I started throwing battles, and Organic was the competitor at those.
So your answer is you.
Yeah, I don't. You know what's crazy too is that I had no idea about like some of these events. Like, bro, I was like, I don't want to talk about me, but I was outside a lot.
Now you got to give somebody else, man.
I mean, who else?
I can say me.
Exactly.
I had son. I don't even want to talk about the footage that got lost, bro. But I say Axel. Remember Axel from Fight Club? He was a Fight Club champ. Remember the year the Mix Show Power Summit in the Bahamas where they had Pro Green, Jen, Axel, and Serious Jones, and Jen ended up winning?
Yeah.
Axel was the Fight Club champ, but he lost to Pro Green in the first round.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. He said he had the 2 ponytail braids. He said he looked like a walrus crossed with Ricky Martin. I was crying. But Axel from the Bronx, he was the Fight Club champ. He's the one who battled your boy Cicero. And who is it? House cleaning. Boo, now your mouth's leaking. You ever seen that battle?
Mm.
Yeah, so Axel, for whatever reason, they didn't release his footage. They released that like mad years too late. He was the champion, I think, before Jen and Solomon. You know what I'm saying? And he never got the burn that Serious Jones and the promotion that Serious Jones got. You know what I'm saying?
What is it doing for Executive Nick or any of the powers that be at Fight Club by not dropping this shit? Like, what is it doing?
I inquired about this 2 million times. There was a point where Rap Grid tried to inquire about buying Fight Club footage.
Do you think that it's like it's gaining more value, or like, I don't think that that's what's happening unless now they're gonna make it a bunch of fucking NFTs. Maybe that'll work, but like, drop the footage, fam. Drop the footage, fam. Like, what are you doing?
it just that they're the only thing I could think of is, one, they don't give a fuck about battle rap and they doing other shit, or two, that MTV owns the rights to some of the footage. But then if you think about it, they can't. Fight Club was every Monday night for mad years. You know what I'm saying?
Bro?
Like almost everybody we know battled in Fight Club, and not all that footage could be owned by MTV. I don't know, but I talked to Math about it maybe like a year ago, and he was like, "Nah, son, we ain't getting it. It's over." You know what I'm saying? There was a little period of time where I thought.
I wonder if nobody knows that the footage was destroyed somehow.
All of it? Hell no. It's not even possible for all the footage to be destroyed.
Yeah, if somebody was storing it somewhere.
Son, they probably have so many tapes.
No, listen, Executive Nick, anybody at Fight Club, listen, man, cut it out. It's doing nothing for you sitting in a box at somebody's house.
Hold on, do the rant. I need the rant.
I'm making it a rant.
This is a rant.
Executive
Nick, the rant. Come on.
You're doing the culture a disservice by not dropping it. Drop it if you want to sell it for $1 each battle. Do whatever you got to do. Figure it out though. If you're sitting on some battles, we want to see them, man. Let's round out the culture by having some of these, people that paved the way and their footage coming out. We want to see some NEMS battles. We want to see old Math battles. We want to see all these battles that we haven't seen. Yo, stop fronting on the footage. It's doing you nothing. It's doing you no service, and it's doing a disservice to the culture. Drop the footage, fam.
Would you pay to see Serious Jones versus Math Part 1?
Why not?
How much would you pay?
50 cents.
You think if they drop the app, it's battles featuring French Montana, Iron Solomon, Math, Serious Jones, Jen, you think people be like, oh shit, and actually subscribe to the app?
I mean, if you like to see some cool shit, why not?
So there you go. Yo, Von Jeff, International P. Tell executive Nick to drop an app. We'll pay for it. We'll pay for it, bro. Let's go. Yeah, honestly, I would pay for an app with all the Freestyle Friday battles from all time on it.
Me too.
You know, BT ain't lose the footage.
Yeah, it's
If
weird,
they
bro.
drop the app with like every BT cipher and every Freestyle Friday battle and like some extra content on there, I would cop that.
We're giving them too much, man. Hey, yo, who's your favorite battle rapper on Twitter?
Oh, who's the funniest dude? Ace Amin is pretty.
Funny,
Yo, Ace Amin is hilarious, bro.
very
Ace,
funny.
Ace Amin might have the battle rap Twitter championship
Like he's very quick
right
on.
now.
I beg your pardons. Who's the best female battle rapper on Twitter?
Oh, it might be Yoshi.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yoshi, definitely.
Let's talk about Yoshi's rise from obscurity to now. Let's talk about that.
Man, I remember going to Savannah or some shit, and Sonny Bamboo was throwing a battle, some like King of the Dot trial shit or something. I remember Yoshi being there, and I had known about Yoshi, but I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I was never like, oh, let me see where this goes. She's so crazy. And then one day, she battled OG Prana. And I had heard people buzzing about Yoshi, but she battled him on Gates of the Guardian. I mean, Gate. What the fuck? Gates of the what?
Gates of the Garden.
Yeah, Gates of the Guardian. What the hell am I talking about? But yeah, Yoshi battled OG Prana on Gates of the Garden.
I'm
Shout out
confused.
Dre
Oh,
Dennis.
sorry. I'm confused at how you remembered somebody named OG Prana, and you didn't remember Gates of the Garden. Carry
No,
on.
I know Gates of the Garden because I've been to multiple events. I just said Guardian and my brain got fried. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Yoshi battled OG Prana, and I had heard people talking about like, yo, Yoshi got this new improved style, but that was the first time I saw it live. I maybe saw a little clip or something, and when I saw that battle, it's funny because there was somebody with me that doesn't know anything about battle rap. It's very corporate dude that just went with me. I mentioned it to him, not thinking he was gonna go, and he came, and I was like, dog, like when he sees this Yoshi battle, if it's gonna be what I think, he's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm never sponsoring nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But like, yo, he was dying laughing at all the hold'em going on in that battle. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's the first time I saw Yoshi and was like, yo, she's like she gonna go way far with this
The type
style.
said Yoshi said, "Yo, she's fire."
You know, yo, yeah. That shout out. You know what's funny? Shout out to QP. He did that. He had like one of the greatest schemes of all time. The Mario that pressing AB buttons, Nintendo style, old school. Yo, she whipped the tongue out like a toad do. Whole time feeling froggy. Something the princess told. Yeah, Rolodex. But anyway, so yeah, Yoshi definitely might be the most entertaining woman on Twitter. Ace Amin has the crown as the king. And I feel like both of them have
Oh,
gotten way
well, I
better.
don't know about King, but he's very funny because
Who's funnier than Ace Amin on Twitter?
Dunch is pretty funny.
See, I see a little bit of Dunch, but I'm not. He doesn't have as big as an audience as Ace Amin, so I always see people retweeting Ace Amin all day.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Ace got me crying.
You know what I mean?
When he
But
catches people, when he catches people in their flagrant fouls, he's funny, man. He's funny.
let me ask you this: after what Yoshi did with Lady Caution, where did she go from here? Because you see, she was on there talking shit, talking about how Coffee will lose to E Heart and 40 bars, and I think she was implying that Coffee would also lose to her. Do you want to see Coffee versus Yoshi next, or do we want to see
I want to
Yoshi
see more
become-
Yoshi. Period. I want to see Yoshi battle all the time. I think she's great. I like the shit she stirs up. I like that she stands on everything she says. She's got accountability. It's weird. It's weird to see such transparency and such ownership from an MC in the game where you don't find any of those qualities at all. You know what I'm saying? You don't find somebody that's got that. I think she's got an it factor that's working.
So is it this? But is Yoshi sensationalizing things?
That doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that, I mean, for me, what I think is she knows how to start a fight. She knows how to get booked to fight.
Right.
She's rapping her ass off. She's getting better. She takes the constructive criticism. She's
Mhm.
able to know where she was dope, where she wasn't, and she talks that shit. She's not afraid to say exactly how she feels. I'm looking forward to every Yoshi battle moving forward.
Well, who's your number one Yoshi opponent?
Like that, I want to see her battle.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, after that Lady Caution battle, she stepped up her aggression a little bit. So it opened my mind to a couple more matches.
Um, I mean, I'd like to see her on a Kings versus Queens card.
Oh my God. Arsenal's the most disrespectful. I can imagine the content of that battle. Is Yoshi ready for that? I don't know, but from this like a disrespect and wild saying wild stuff standpoint, or we could go with our boy. Who's the most hilarious matchup for Yoshi? Who's our boy? Myron. Send him in. Send Yo, and when you're in doubt, send Myron in. He gonna get the job done. He gonna make it entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
I think that might be a good battle.
You rather see Yoshi and Arsenal or Yoshi and Myron?
Both of those battles are dope. I like them. I think she's ready. I don't know. I'm not even subscribing to the whole is Yoshi ready? Has she done enough? I think she's definitely making giant steps of progression. Put her in the ring. Let's test it out with some legends or some killers.
Let's just do Yoshi and Ace Amin for the Twitter battle.
That would be
You
fire.
know what I'm saying?
That'd be fire.
That seems like something they would actually match up.
That's a good
Yoshi and Ace Amin. Let's get it popping. You heard it here first on Organized Culture with Bishop
Exactly.
Brigante and Drect, man. Yoshi versus Ace Amin, the two funniest people on Twitter. Let's get it cracking.
Let's get it cracking.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, but going back to what we were saying earlier, who is the most underrated battler right now?
Well, I said Cheers Jones. What are you picking?
Myron, dog.
He's not underrated, man. He's killing everybody.
Matt, see, you know what's funny? There's other people I could say, like shout out to M City. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Lou Cypher. You know what I'm saying? Like it's my man Bricks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like my man Johnny Storm making a comeback. Like a lot of people you see in the King of the Dot battles, like like they are very underappreciated. My man Real Deal. I feel like Real Deal and Immaculate, for whatever reason, Immaculate are some of the most underrated people of all time. But as far as right now, I think Myron, bro. I think Myron can literally battle anybody in Excel. Once I saw him versus Big K, that's all I needed to see. Like Myron is bananas. Look at what he did against Clone last year. You know what I'm saying? Look at what he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people. Oh, B Foster, what up, bro? But yo, there's a lot of criminally underrated and slept on people. But as far as someone you could drop into the top tier right now and say, face anybody in the world, bro, Myron. I have 100% confidence in him to do what he do on any stage. And if you want me to get more disrespectful on a bigger level, you know who's one of the greatest battlers of all time, and he's probably top 5 right now? Ill Will.
You're saying it like the yak don't got two strap cats that'll. Yo, listen.
Ill Will and Myron are arguably two of the top 5 battlers right now.
You need to add a U and an H to your name because you're being wrecked, bro. Listen, it's obvious.
Who the top 5 right now? Because you could honestly say
he's not criminally slept on.
Look, right now, the top 5 battlers: Ill Will, A Ward, and Myron.
You're talking about
making a top 5. Can you put those 3 names in the top 5? Ill Will, A Ward, and Myron. Right now, 2021, October. Can you say, as far as the best right now, today, can you put those 3 names in that pot? I'm not talking about who has a better legend status, who's more long tenured, who had a better 5 years. I think you would have to say Ill Will, Myron, A Ward, Geechee. Who's the 5th?
Nitty.
Is that the top 5?
I mean, 3 of them are homies, so I'm cool with it.
A Ward, Rum Nitty, Geechee Gotti, Ill Will, and Mackk Myron. That might actually be the top 5
I might replace.
October
I might. No, no,
2021 power ranking
I'm,
battle rappers.
I'm replacing A Word with Real Sick.
Dog,
What?
A Ward does some of the most incredible shit that I've never seen other battlers do on that level. Not in this era of heightened lyricism to be able to do. Did you see
No.
A Ward versus Ill Will is one of the greatest battles of
He
all
is
time.
incredible, man. I don't know. It's just like
Yeah, Real Sick got a little more work to put in. I saw a little chinks in his armor during that 2-on-2. That's my man. I love him to death, but dog, A Ward is top 5 right now, son. Especially when we talking about skills. And the
yes.
only 2 people that could fuck with A Ward is Mackk Myron and Ill Will, and that's why I put them in there too.
He's hard to
You have to be a Ill Will level battler to really fuck with A Ward.
A Word's a killer. Yeah, I guess you're right.
But yeah, my top 5 power rankings in no specific order: A Ward, Ill Will, Mackk Myron, Rum Nitty, and Geechee Gotti. That's it. That's it for me. Bishop,
I rock with it. I rock with that. You're right.
who is
I think I just currently I guess currently I'm thinking about Real Sick being one of the killers right now, but I can see what you're saying. I agree.
no, he's definitely a killer right now. But I'm just saying, like, the top 5, like, I could put any of them 5 dudes against anyone and have full confidence that they would either beat them or the other person would have to do so good that it would be the craziest battle of all time.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
You
I
know
agree.
what
Moving on.
I'm saying? So let's talk about Smack Volume 8. Let's talk about this brick by brick. And there's a couple other things on the list. I don't know if you want to get into them or even say them, but I'm sure you see what they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Volume 8 or brick by brick? Where we going?
I'm gonna start deleting some of these.
Let's go brick by brick. Let's just talk about a couple of these battles, right?
We'll talk about the top 2. We'll talk about the main and the co-main.
Okay. So Rosenberg, Raw versus Clone, and Swave 7 versus Bill Collector. These are gonna be November 13th in Philly, right?
Let me check. Yes, I believe so. Yep. It's gonna be in PA. Coleman.
Clone versus Rosenberg Raw is the illest battle I didn't know I want to see till I saw it on the card.
Yo, I have a hand in that. I'll tell you why. Because he came on my show when I was doing a show, when I was doing those recap shows, and they came on the show and they were talking that smack to each other. And I wanted to get them both on the show. They were talking smack on Twitter. I brought them up both on the show to talk that shit. It progressed, and then boom, here we are.
That was on your show.
Huh?
It was on your show.
Yeah.
Shameless plug, real quick.
No. The other show I used to do, the
Oh.
recap show. So I brought them on there, whatever, and they were going at it, and it was pretty competitive talk, and I loved it, and I love this match. I think it's going to be great. Clone in Rosenberg's house, but Clone is a killer. They're both killers. I really, really, really think Rosenberg Raw is dope. So I think this is going to be potentially a great back and forth that could turn into the battle of the night at the event.
Let me say this. I think when Rosenberg first got really active in battle rap, he had the battle with O-Red, which O-Red spazzed, and he had the battle with, I believe it was Big K. That's when like people were like, damn, he snuck one over. Right? So like
was that the you see what they do?
Yeah, see what they do for views, Smack? Yeah. And I think that Rosenberg, he is benefiting from battle rap got too lyrical and it got too complicated. And it's not that as fans we wanted to hear dumbed down shit, obviously, because Rum Nitty with his super breakdown 5-way punchlines and Chilla Jones with his undeniable astrophysicist lyricism are two of the most popular battlers today, and they probably will remain. JC too, Lux. You know what I mean? I think that we had a we wanted to hear something more simple and digestible because it just got too deep. You know what I'm saying? And not saying Rosenberg is the most simple battle rapper in the world. He's not. I feel like when he first came in, there wasn't a need to hear that classic style that we grew up on, right? And I feel like now it's really, really getting it's kind of reverting back. You know how things cycle around, things come full circle. I feel like people really want to hear Rosenberg style. Like hearing him battle in S1 was really refreshing for me. But I do think Clone is interesting. And tell me what you think about this. In that small room format, Clone looks like the most unbeatable dude ever, especially when he has time to prepare, right? On a stage, it's not the same Clone. I don't think it's a performance thing. I don't think anything, but I think Clone has really built a name for himself last few years after what he did with Carter Deems moving forward. You know what I'm saying? He's been bodying shit lately, but I don't know if do you think it's a preparation thing or do you think he's more comfortable on the ground in these small room settings than he is on the stage?
I mean, there's a lot at stake too right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like even when he battled on RBE the last time, short notice. I mean, they're not giving. Nobody's ever really given him a lot of notice. But when
You
he
get
has
home 2 months for a main stage battle. That's what I want to know.
yeah, and he's going crazy. And
Right.
I think there's a couple of things that are working in his favor going into this fight because he has that South that Atlanta style, that Georgia style flow, but he can. I feel like he also has traces of a Philly flow in his delivery. You got to go back and listen to it.
Because you're talking about the rhythm.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think
Yeah.
that it's because it's a mesh of those because I think he has a couple of those little cadence things working for him. It's also a refreshing style in Philly, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like getting this guy that a lot of the fans out there may not know because they're just coming to a live battle, a lot of friends of other battlers, whatever. And then they get this guy who coming out there. He kind of sounds like Philly, but maybe even a little bit like a Philly 2.0, right? Something like that. But he's from the ATL.
So you think the rhythm is going to win the crowd over?
He might fuck around and catch that flow that has been a staple in Philly for forever that may help him win over the crowd. However,
I think his is a little slower paced and
yeah,
Philly is a
that's what I'm
little
saying.
more
It's not
rapid.
totally
But he got rhythm that they can
right.
catch.
It's not totally a Philly style. I'm just saying it's got traces of it enough that it could win over the crowd because they love that. You know what I mean? It's embedded in the genes of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So having a little bit of that in your cadence and delivery when you're going against a guy who's just being disrespectful and he's all about getting right to the punch, like a guy like Rosenberg Raw, he's very get to the punch.
So how you calling it?
Oof. I don't want to it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to.
Oh, you see what B Foster said, bro? That he thinks Clone has a similar cadence to Briz.
Nah, I don't think so.
Think about the rhythm. Don't think about the super aggressive shit that Briz does. Think about when he has rhythm when he's rapping.
Nah, we're gonna jump off. I'm not right with that. We're not jumping that space. I'm saying right now, I will call it. Okay, if both of them have their best night ever, Clone 2-1.
They have their best night ever.
Because if we
I
get
think,
the best,
I think I'll go with Clone on that one, but that's like a harder one to call. Like Rosenberg, when he get busy in certain, you put him in that close space,
yeah.
close combat space, he get crazy.
Like he
Yeah, I
says,
want
shit. Yo, Ross says shit that you can't deny too, though. Oh man, it's in Philadelphia, it's in PA.
he about to go back on his call. Don't go back on your call, son. I
if they,
got.
if
I'll say clone.
yeah,
Clone.
if they both have a really good night, but I don't think it'll be a wash by any means. I think it'll be a super debatable battle that I would edge right now to clone. However, I think that
That was a hard bar. See 10 relatives and only remember 5 names. That was fire. Rosenberg Raw.
man,
Well, you
Rock,
ever think you said clone? You been said clone.
yeah, but Rock could win that fight, bro.
So let's talk about Swave and Bill Collector. Then we're gonna talk about Volume 8. Then we gotta wrap it up.
I think Swave's gonna win 2-1.
Is that a team Hami?
No,
Yeah.
I think that Swave, if anybody knows how to prepare for a fight, especially with a guy that is currently trailblazing right now, I think if anybody knows how to prepare for that type of combat, it's Swave Seva. It's tough to call this because he's my best friend. Swave Seva 2-1. And
Um,
I know how he's preparing. And I know that he is on his A game because he understands the fight that is coming up.
so you saying that from an inside perspective, right? Bill Collector, with his recent performances, he got to be one of the hottest battle rappers in the game right now.
Absolutely.
He hasn't done it on the super duper huge stage, so I don't know if the whole world is tapped in.
He's the gatekeeper.
Swave is a gatekeeper. There has been times where Swave slipped up. I feel like I talked to Swave before he battled B Dot, and he got hyped for that matchup. And then we saw remnants of the Swave that we all know. You know what I'm saying? I think there's no way that Swave would not be prepared for Bill Collector. Man, that's a tough battle, bro. You said Swave?
2-1.
I think going into it, Bill Collector has a 2-1 edge. I think based off of just what's been going on recently, Bill Collector has been snapping so hard. I feel like Bill Collector might have the competitive edge going into the battle.
On paper, I can see
I
that.
think that would put a battery in Swave's. That's going to be. You know what? I think Bill Collector versus Swave in PA on RBE's Brick by Brick 2 is going to be a sleeper battle of the year candidate. Mark that down. I said it. I think Swave is got Swave excels against people that he can get in his creative bag against, and Bill Collector is already one of the most entertaining,
Unorthodox fighter.
incredible, unorthodox battlers that we have. Creativity through the roof, and when it's two dudes that have that street style that come from them environments, and they collaborate on something like this, and they also creative, we're gonna hear a bunch of lines that we never heard before. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of crazy shit we never heard before. So
I'm predicting it's going to be the best Swave Seva. I think it might be battle of the year.
I don't know about battle of the year, but I think it will slide in the top 10 battles of the year.
Yeah, whatever.
I think it's gonna blow everybody away. You know what I'm saying? So yo, salute to ARP, shout out to Lawrence, whole RB staff. Y'all put together some dope ass main events on there. So we'll see y'all brick by brick too. Also,
Smack Volume 8.
we're gonna do the abbreviated version because you know how me and you can get, bro.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to dedicate a show to Smack Volume 8 when it gets a little closer.
Yep.
So we're gonna do our super early Smack Volume 8. I'm gonna say the joints, quick 1-sentence explanation. We pick, right?
Go.
B Dot versus Av.
2-1.
B Dot 2-1. Av is gonna win one round with crazy punchlines, but in the long run, B Dot is gonna win with the angle he takes. Sometimes punchliners can't always respond to crazy angles.
Man, go to the next one, bro. You ain't sneaking in your little get out of here.
Chilla Jones versus Kid Chaos.
Chilla Jones 2-1.
I agree. JC and Serious Jones.
Upset. Serious Jones 2-1. It's an upset.
Oh, fuck.
This is actually going to be the upset of the year. Serious Jones 2-1.
You said Serious. I'm gonna go JC.
Serious Jones 2-1. Upset of the year.
A-Verb and Head Ice.
Head Ice 2-1.
Because of what happened today, A-Verb. He told me he's back with the two on
You a
top.
sucker, man.
Caesar A verb, chemical
Why
waves.
you
versus
on
light,
post
bro.
that, man?
Huh?
Here's Jones 2-1.
Yo,
I want my footage of my picks.
yo, chemical waves A verb, 2-1, bro. DNA and King Los.
King Los 2-1.
I'm going DNA.
King Los.
DNA.
I don't think King Los takes that fight without being prepared already.
Nah,
King
nah.
Los 2-1.
I think DNA, and I think Los.
King Los 2-1.
Los is gonna have an incredible round, but DNA. I got my man DNA.
King Los beat Daylight. You want to argue right now?
DNA.
King Los 2-1.
DNA 3-0.
Mark it down.
DNA 3-0.
Mark it down.
DNA 3-0.
King Los 2-1.
DNA 3-0.
Last battle.
Arsenal versus Loso.
Arsenal 3-0.
I'm gonna tell you a background story. I basically no. Real quick. I basically had this battle booked, and it wasn't able to go down.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they both been ready. You said Arsenal.
I said Arsenal 3-0 because I have a feeling that Arsenal will know exactly how to structure being as disrespectful as he can to a guy like Los. I think Loso.
Arsenal's going to shoot Jesus. He going.
Somebody said
Jesus was a blood.
Somebody on Twitter said, "What would happen if Arsenal came out with Jesus?" Someone said with Jesus's cremations or something like that. I don't know. And they said he did the LeBron James, bro. Somebody on Twitter said that. I don't know who said it, but like
I can't even predict what Arsenal will say because they're going to demonetize the video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know why
Arsenal might get canceled. He might cancel culture might come after Arsenal for this battle, yo.
Arsenal 3-0. Because I think okay, look at Loso is so incredible, and please Loso, don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying you're gonna have to figure out a way to beat the bully up with words because you're not allowed to fight him, right? You can't kill the bully. You can't really, it's not good. You got to turn the other cheek. So this bully is good. This bully is going to give you the longest night you've ever had. I'm going with the Rebel.
It's so weird with Loso because I think in battles where you think he might get handled, he keeps getting better and better, bro.
Well, no, I think he's really dope though. He's dope.
Yeah, Arsenal dog, like it's what it is. It's sometimes it's.
So somebody said Foster Child said, "I agree, DNA will win, but that's direct stepbrother."
I ignored that.
Yo, why you and DNA look like a before and after pic for some type of medication?
That's my man's, yo. DNA is my stepbrother, bro.
Who's the before and who's the after pic?
It depends what was going on before and what was going on after.
Are you the before or the after pic with DNA?
After, son. What you talking about? I'm older. I get precedence, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm older, man.
I can't believe you answered the question. It's amazing.
So
you didn't pick Loso Arsenal. You can't keep giving these.
I want to say here's the problem. I want to say Loso, but Arsenal against certain opponents where he just can get super disrespectful, it becomes just hilarious.
It's a lot of good material to work with.
But since you pick Arsenal, I'm picking Loso. Remember your picks too, bro, because we're gonna argue about these.
Post them. Let's go.
Remember your picks. Now, I don't want to post them yet because this is the quick preview. We need more time to think about. We need an official argument show. She's defeat Sam Sarah. What does it say? Before y'all go, Diz versus T-Top on Traffic 4. This is the worst matchup of the year. Is this official? Diz versus T-Top on Traffic?
Is that official? If that's official, T-Top is going to he's going to die in that ring. Disaster will.
Diz didn't post this. How do you know this? First of all, tell us how do you know this? So listen, something y'all got to understand is that me and Bishop, even though we're behind the scenes, we don't go searching for a bunch of information. We just find out when most people find out. We might text each other like, "Yo, you heard about this?" But I'm not making a bunch of calls to try to see if all the rumors are true. Diz versus T Top is good, but I think Diz, people forget who Disaster is and what he does,
Right.
and I feel like T Top around the time, something that worked against T Top is the fact that, like, I think people got used to hearing him. He was such a breath of fresh air, and I feel like he took a lot of battles, right?
Right.
And I think Disaster took off the right amount of time.
Yeah, it's a good. It's actually a better fight than whatever Sam Sarah said. He said, "Is this the worst match of the year?" I actually think it has the potential
Not hell no.
to
That's
be
going to be an excellent matchup.
really incredible. I think Disaster 2.0. If this is 2.0 Disaster, it's going to be a great way to launch his return to the ring.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to predict that one. We'll do a whole segment of that one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of already did, but whatever.
But yeah, organized culture.
Hold on. I want to make it clear. We over here do not talk or badmind people's personal business. So don't come here for that. Go to the whack bloggers and the weirdos and all the people that want to find out about your dirty laundry and your personal business. We support positive vibes. We support people's privacy. We support people's homes and all that good stuff. So no, we won't be
Fans
talking.
did the ting,
We won't be talking.
and it was popping. We not talking about it
You heard?
unless it's facts. If teams, nah,
Don't get me cheese.
don't give me cheese, fam. I have to go get the ting, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute, Mr. Sasaga. You heard?
Shout out to Gully T.
But
It's all good.
yeah, yo, organized culture with Bishop Brigante and Drect. Follow
Every
us
Wednesday.
on Twitter, right there. Point down, Bishop. Follow us right there on Twitter. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. And yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yo, Samsara, love you too, man. Keep tuning.
Yo, before everybody goes, everybody that's in the chat right now, all 20 of y'all, do me a favor. Go on this video, not in the
20,000.
Not 20,000 people. But we counting by ones. Yo, everybody that's in the chat right now, listen. Go to the video after this is done and leave a comment about some of the things we just talked about, so that more people, when they come pull up, they have more things to discuss while they watch the video.
Yeah, make sure y'all comment on the actual video when it drops, not just
give it a like, give it a comment. Do that right now. We appreciate y'all. And shout out again to Rap Grid. Follow at Drect, follow at Bishop Brigante, Drect Williams and Bishop Brigante on YouTube. Stay tuned, man. We pulling up. This is what it is. This weekend is the Drake card, and it's looking like it's going to be quite the weekend. Chris Brown's house on Saturday or Friday. I don't know what's going on.
Chris Brown house Friday. Drake.
Hey, yo, Drake, if you're pulling up to the card, then perhaps we should do a live event, because you could do this on your phone, and let's get some exclusive interviews. Bring somebody with you to hold your camera up. You know what I mean? So
we got to get that thumbnail right, though. I'm gonna bring my computer and everything. We'll make a thumbnail and be like, "Yo, live organized culture." You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
You want to do that after the event or during the event?
During the event. Why not? Let's go.
I got to shake hands and kiss babies and hold the camera.
Bring somebody with you. +1. Let's go.
All right, bet. But yeah, organized culture. We out. Shout out to the ends. Yo, I need that hoodie, by the way. It's getting cold out here. That hoodie is fire.
You got it.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Holla.
Peace, y'all.